Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale is going on now. For a limited time, save up to 50% off store-wide. Plus, get an additional 10% off. And
welcome back to the Big Long, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is CNBC in the morning. Treasury yield sticking higher. Fed minutes come out today, so that's going to be a key indicator of where we're looking at monetary policy in the near future. If tapering is definitely going to be a future talking point, and what or when it would actually start. Another thing is data breaches. Data breaches have been something else this past 2 years. A lot of companies getting hacked, and then also the most recent one with Defiance. They actually asked the hacker who stole $600 million worth of crypto to become their security analyst there. Kind of crazy, right? All right, so let's get into it. Alright, so we had Target come out with earnings this morning. They reported better than expected earnings. This one's better. So, revenue came in at 25 billion, up 9.5% from 22.98 billion last year. That's good. Wow, digital comparable sales up 10%. Same day services. Wow, more than 95% of their second quarter sales were fulfilled by stores. What else do we have? Oh, it actually dropped. Let's take a look at it. TGT. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. Top that 267. Oh yeah, folks. This isn't gonna hold. We're gonna be looking a little lower at that point. Wow. Let me see if I could pull up the actual earnings. I mean, we got back to school coming into play, so like that's another thing that's big. But I think the biggest thing here is that they're buying 15 billion of stock buyback plan. I'm gonna see if I could pull something up. I want to see the numbers. I know. Well, we looked at the whole numbers, but because the cash flow, that's what I want to see. Wow, Target's inventories were up 2.5 billion last quarter. Look at this. That's crazy. See, I talked about this. The quicker they get them in, the quicker they get sold. Yeah, they'll be ready for the holidays. Okay, we'll see about that. They might be ready, but will the actual consumer be ready? I gotta change something real quick. let's see if this helps. I'm getting... Alright, well, hopefully that helps. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's coming back. So, I realized you couldn't see my screen before, but look how crazy this is. I talked about this in a couple of my videos about the shipping costs and stuff. But they have been buying their goods early, so they're ahead of the game, which is actually really smart considering their inventories. 2.5 billion. That's a lot of inventory. But let's see. Krispy Kreme. We got Nvidia earnings today. Let's see if I could pull. Here we go. So today, Target Lowe's. Lowe's was trading down lower yesterday with Home Depot. Target, we just went over. I'm still going to see if I can pull up their cash flow. Nvidia after the close today, that's going to be a big one to see where these COVID stocks and, well, sorry, semiconductors are going. I had Moderna in my head for some reason, but alright, let's get out of here. Let's see what we got going on. Alright, Target. Let's see if Lowe's came out. Oh wow, Lowe's actually jumped. Their cash flow. Let's see. Wow. Can't believe they jumped. That's surprising. Oh, they issued guidance? Oh, above estimates. Okay, let's see. Guidance is another thing that we're looking at. Oh, okay, here we go. We got beat on EPS, earnings per share, at 4.25. So beat it by 25 cents. $13.33% increase. Wow. From the same period of last year. Wow, okay. Sales of 27.6 billion. Wow. Oh wait. Yeah, 27.6. Okay, estimated. Beat it about, alright, about 80 million. Okay. Oh, from a year over year though. Only a 1.9 increase, but oh, same store sales are down 1.6%. See, we're starting to see that peak of all the home goods being bought out in the summer. Now maybe this has to do with possibly some consumers are smarter than the Fed or the media thinks, because if you're not going to buy a good or something at the price that it is, I mean, kind of control it to a certain extent if the price is going to like extremely increase. But that all depends on the company. I mean, they might just shrink down the package just so that you think the prices didn't go down, but you're really paying more, you're paying the same amount, but you're paying for less. So it's kind of it's kind of deceiving, and it's ethical in the business world, but it's not ethical. It's just a way that companies could increase their inventory while increasing sales. Less money spent on operating costs and more profit. Why not? Alright. Now I want to take a look at NVIDIA, because semiconductors, this will really shake up some stocks that will follow, especially ON and other semiconductor plays. Because right now, with everything that's going on in Afghanistan, I mean, you got China looking in on the sidelines now that the U.S. isn't there anymore. Afghanistan actually is a lithium gold mine, as ironic that sounds. Well, the lithium gold mine. So why will, like, China already is making moves into Taiwan and right around there. So the fact that Afghanistan is a lithium gold mine, meaning that they could essentially get all the lithium out of there for the EV manufacturing, because that's what the batteries are made of. So if China is able to use all that, then I mean they're gonna be well off in the EV race. All right, so NVIDIA is just pushing higher on this lower volume, which, well, I shouldn't say pushing higher. It peaked in July 7th. Ooh, July 7th. What happened there? Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able. Yeah, this is live news. Okay. What are futures looking like right now? Really got nothing moving with NVIDIA right now. Everything, I mean, you got the NASDAQ up 0.3%, S&P and Dow futures are down, retreating from all-time highs the other day. And we got crude oil, the US 10 up. Meanwhile, the dollar index and VIX are down. Let's see. Oh, come on. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull up some stocks. Alright. Billie Jean. Here you go. You got the futures down here. Alright, I think I found one I might look at today. Let's see how it is. Well, first, let me just check this. Okay, so dipping lower here. Now, if we break through this low $5 level, definitely could be retreating back to definitely could be coming back down here to the low 4 or low to high 4s, depending on how strong that support is. Doesn't look like it's that strong right there. So this is something to watch as the 20-day moving average holds the support right there. So this will be interesting, as well as to look at what crypto is doing. But the stock I wanted to pull up, PMCB, wow, gapping up $2 right now. Oh boy, missed out on this one. So this is a great example of don't trust pre-market, even though that this is actually looking like it's going to take off. Wow. Okay. Alright, so oh wow, this was $10 at one point. Whoa. Yeah, say you picked it up at $2.25. Wow. And it's gonna gap up today too. So we're looking at, are we really looking at, wow, we're looking at recapturing this 20-day moving average, which, I mean, this is kind of crazy. You can't really look at that. Let me look at this 30-minute chart. Okay, here we go. Wow. Alright, so this is definitely moving in the bullish direction. Looking at this, a little overextended, but on this pullback right here, right on the 5-minute chart, we'll look at 30 minutes, a little too long, but it's showing the same thing, just in a different way. So this breaks through this line right here, which is the trade line. Definitely could come all the way back down to under $5. And if it breaks that support, I'm looking at the $4.38 range to hold support at the open. But this is pre-market. Pre-market tends to be so light in volume that it's really like, this is a lot. This is a decent amount, but I've said in one of the training videos, volume is really important when it comes to the real trading day. And then pre-market, you could use that as a signal to see what kind of stocks are moving, as in the momentum. But I personally really wouldn't do anything in the pre-market sometime unless you're 100% sure it's going to be a win in your game plan, and that's all that matters, really. I don't know why this isn't playing. It knows I'm on here watching them. They don't want me on here. They don't want me exposing them. Well, wasn't expecting seeing that. Alright, we'll come back to that. Alright. So yeah, so what I'm looking at right here is this is the high of the day right now. Since this is the high pre-market, like I was just saying, over the volume, it could really come back down to where it closed yesterday, and that's like the real support. As you can see, it ran up. Sorry, I gotta get better at this. Right here, it ran up at the end of the day. So right here at 439, it just started running up, closing in high. Now that's what you want to see at the end of the day for a move in either the next day's pre-market or the same day's aftermarket. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. We still got an hour away. When it comes to trading, I'm pretty conservative, and that doesn't mean with the lots that you choose, right? That is meaning the stocks that you're picking. Everything has to flow with my plan and rules. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You got to stick to your plan and rules when trading. Sometimes I'll get out too early, or sometimes I might stay in too late, and that's just all because I'm personally, psychology might think that it's going to turn around, because this isn't a normal market depending on what stocks, equities that you're looking at. I mean, right now AMC is probably not the best example or a best stock to go over, but right now, with everything that is going on with AMC, I follow that. I do think there are malpractices going on, so I've been trading AMC for quite some time now. That's not financial advice or recommendation. I'm just saying that for myself, I like the high volatility. It gives you adrenaline, but if you don't have the time to sit at a screen all day and to obviously set your limits or stop losses, then it might not work for you either, because you might think, oh wow, it's really looking like it's going to go up today, and then it could drop 10%, and that's an AMC move, and I've been there. Alright, let's see. Alright, so right now I'm up 415, bought in yesterday, right before it took off. Got in at $34.90, hit $38.78. Like I said, if we broke out of this, that could signal a good sign for a breakout, but we have to break above. I'd say today's goal is definitely hitting that 40 to 45 range. Now, AMC, like a normal stock, that's a pretty big move, but with AMC and the volatility and everything, it's really not that hard for AMC to do that. I mean, their stock, like, let's go back to July 20th, right? Opened at $35, closed at $43. Yeah, so that's a like $8 move right there in a day, and that's a big move in some of these stocks. It's not normal. So looking at July 20th to hold that resistance, and if we break over that, then next stop would be the 50 level, but time will tell with that. I don't believe MACD finally got the crossover down here. That's a good sign. Volume oscillator is pushing up, and the RSI is coming back up. Now, we haven't been able to break over this 50 level since, I believe, July 20th. July 20th. Wow, look at that, folks. So that's another way of looking at resistance as well. And then on the 30-minute, we have, wow, some lower highs and higher lows being put together here on the RSI now. Now the way it's consolidating, this could be a big market open run up. Let's see. We got the 30 minutes right here. Let's see where we're going. So like I said, we come out of the gates hot. We push 38. We break above that 38 level. Definitely going, oh well, I didn't mean that. Definitely going to push up here. So that's something to keep in mind today. I mean, it's up right now pre-market, so definitely gonna keep my eyes out on that. Alright folks, so a little lesson here just because I'm on AMC and I'm being fully transparent. Trading and investing, totally two different things. Am I bullish on AMC in the long run? No. Do I understand what is going on with AMC? Yeah. Do you hear the media outlet talking about it anymore? No, you don't. So I really do think that one of these days AMC is due for a breakout, just because we haven't broke out like this since back in May. Right here, right? I mean, this could be a false move up, but then again, who knows? I don't know. AMC has a market inverse negative, I think. Well, it's below 0, I'm pretty sure. So what that means is whenever stocks go down, as in the big indexes, AMC most likely will go up, and we started to see that. So as you see, pre-market, right, I was up over $400. We're moving. So yeah, folks, like a trade to me is for cash. I trade for cash flow. I do day trades, swing trades, and then I invest long term. But that's my personal thing. That's not financial advice. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. I'm trying to look for another one. So the AMC opens up strong, which it's looking like it's going to. Nothing nothing is showing me signs of the stock going downwards, but I would like to get into another one. So BT is another crypto mining company. Oh wow, look at this. Whew. See, this is a pump and dump, folks. This is what you not. Actually, I mean, yeah, little pump and dump topped out at that $18 level. Well, wow. If it touches this 1050 level and holds support, that should be interesting to see where that's going. But here we get the RSI making new lows going down, as well as the MACD signaling a bearish signal. Now, this doesn't confirm anything because today it could maybe trade flat, and then who knows, tomorrow it could break out, and then this would go red to green, just like right here. So that's just something to be mindful about. But it's a good shot that this topped out. As you can see, at the highest level, right? It hit highs on low volume, but here it broke out of this little bearish momentum downtrend. So that's just something to keep your mind in when you're looking at certain stocks if you trade. Now, looking at it to invest in, I'd probably see if it would come back down to late July numbers. That looks like it's possible. Ever since Bitcoin and crypto, Ethereum have hit their high, so has the crypto miners. So as you can see, it's been on that downtrend ever since. But if it tests this $10.50 level again, who knows if it will bounce back from there. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so actually I'm watching this today because I found this interesting. I know someone that's selling their car, multiple people, and right now used cars are actually appreciating, and it's absolutely insane how a depreciable asset could be appreciating. But in this time when semiconductor chips are pretty much in a shortage and a lot of new cars need those, that's going to drive up the price of used cars that don't need them, right? I mean, if they do need them, well, that's actually really crappy, but can't see that actually happening to a used car. But I know quite a few people, for instance, that are looking for cars and they couldn't find one, or the prices are just extremely outrageous at this point in time. So that's also another thing when looking at like the economy is, for instance, retail spending, right, was way worse than we anticipated. But one, those are preliminary numbers. Two, there's shortages of certain items because of the shipping and logistics area, because of the Chinese ports, and for instance, New Zealand closing down because of one COVID case. That's a very big economic event that will trigger some things that follows into the market. So Carvana. Now, if you were to sell a car by yourself, you'd probably be able to do a good profit, right? But I know someone who actually just recently used Carvana during this market and actually made more money than they were about to if they sold it to the dealership. So, oh wait, I'm on Carver Bancorp. That's not it. That's not it either. Alright, what happened here? Was that not what I was looking at? Oh no. So I was actually looking at the wrong ticker. It was Carb, the one I was looking at, but Carvana and the story that I was just saying is actually true. I mean, wow. Let's see. We got some. Oh, is there any news that I'm unaware of at the moment? Like, this is probably because of retail, right? But there's car shortages. So if consumers, rides on used car loans. Citigroup from 405 to 405. Oh wow, that should be bullish. Alright. So I'm gonna look at this today. Sorry, I thought this was a different ticker, but again, another stock in the consumer sector that topped out and has been in a downtrend since. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't necessarily a downtrend. This could just be a little healthy pullback to hit support to ultimately bypass showing the strength of this stock. But then again, we're in a different environment. If for some reason cars get out of the shortage, or maybe prices come back to reality in the used car section, then things will level out, but can't see that happening right now. Alright, another one is Flora Growth. This is a cannabis company. Now this is another good one, but this is always up in the air. Wow, look at that. It was setting up so nicely. So, geez. So this is a bullish pennant forming from right here. And then this was a high, came back, pulled back. We tested support at the 5-day moving average, right, which was this, which was July 29's low of 640. We tested $6.75. So even though the low is $6.40, we went all the way down to $6.75 the next day on July 30th, and buyers stepped in and brought that stock back, closing above the previous day's close. So that is a really bullish sign and support. But then again, you have to pay attention to the technicals as well and where the momentum is. So wow, I can't believe this hit $20.45. Yesterday, huge drop off. And then again though, we fell down to this Fibonacci level here of $12.17. And if this acts as support, which we closed at $11.70, but the low was $11.25, and what is that? that is correlated with the previous new high on August 3rd. So you could see right here that bullish pennant forming. So I'm sorry, this is more of a triangle setup, because it hits a new high and then it pulls back and then it catapults back up, and then this is more of the bullish pennant. You see the stock price keeps on inching upwards, but the only thing that's skeptical about this stock is the volume. The volume isn't necessarily high, and it was having a hard time choosing where to go. And then finally something just happened and it hit $21.45. Now I believe there's a lot of short interest up here, so it could just been short sellers closing their positions and making a huge move upwards. But this doesn't hold support today. Definitely you could see it drop it back down to around $7 or $9 to the $7 range. That'll be a big drop off, but this little candlestick from yesterday doesn't look too healthy. Alright, now traveling for work today, and I actually have a call in 12 minutes, so I'm gonna to go over the cues. SPY. Let's see. Let's check out gold. Wow, alright, so this is very interesting. So this was August 6th. I should really go to a day on these. Like, what? Like, this is insanity right here. This is actually insanity. Look how many times the dip on the opening have been bought. This is actually something to pay attention to. Now, a chart tells us an entire story, and you got to pay attention. Every day is a new chapter of the stock story, right? This is the stock's action price. Just look how each day the stock rises, right? But then it's like, oh, nope, next day, boom, 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 boom. And then next day it's like, all right, we'll give you some back. And then catapults up, comes back down. So it's as soon as it bypasses the previous high, it just makes a move higher on lower volume. I mean, if the volume was massive, like these candlesticks are pretty big on the open, which is the open. Like yesterday, or 2 days ago, I apologize. Or wow, 3 days ago. 2 days ago was this drop off at the open, but then you see what I'm talking about? Sold off, but then it wasn't a big buy back, but they bought in, consolidated the rest of the day, and then next day up, up, new all-time highs. Let's check ourselves, and then right back to all new highs. So today, do we see all new highs again? Possibly. 30 minutes, nothing is overextended in my eyes. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, but this is not normal. Let me look at the day. Or actually, no, I'm gonna stay on the day. This I'm gonna go to 30, and I'm right at the 30 there. Okay. Well, alright, So I am going to just so we get a clearer picture on this. Okay. So we got the, wow, okay, that's actually, so the triple Qs, we had, on the 30-minute, we actually got a flash of bearish signals, and now we're seeing that support at 369 right here, right? Whatever 368 level, we'll call it 369. So now we're seeing that heavy support at 369 level, and it can't get past it. But the same thing, this triple Qs sell off. All right, let's just buy it. Let's just buy it. Oh, yep, gotcha. Wow. Wow, look at the triple Qs. This is almost in line with what, wow. Same exact thing that happened with the Dow. How? So you're telling me that they just had the same exact chart? Let's check the SPY real quick. Oh my goodness, no way. All right, folks, this is 2 days ago, right? Yep. How are you going to tell me that every single dip is bought? The only good thing about this is that the volume at the close has been pretty strong from a 30-minute standpoint, but the triple Qs, the Dow, and the SPY all have the same chart. What was this, Monday? Yeah, from Monday. Now, I don't know. Could people have known that the Fed was going to come out about taper talks? I don't know. But gold pushing up now. This is big. So it obviously hit support and is bouncing back up. Now we got resistance at 1800 level. Now that's going to signal change. Because if you want to look at it from this standpoint, in March, right, we hit that low, and then since we hit that low in the economy, I mean, everyone already knew what was going to happen. Fed was going to step in. We were going to print more money. They wanted to make sure that this health crisis didn't become a disaster in the economy, so they printed money. And then if you print money, especially with the budget deficit and the money supply that they ran through since the COVID has happened, this signaled right here a double bottom, and then ended up bouncing off this support level, which is why I called it right here, and hit a high of 1900. And since it peaked back in June of 2021, which I believe there was another round of stimulus around there. Well, the stimulus came before it, but that's what caused it to run up, is just more money. And now talks of tapering with the markets. This is going to make gold rise because of inflation concerns, and that's just how it's always been. And one thing I would like to is the dollar index. Come on. Yeah, that was weird. So again, dollar pushing up higher. Now this is actually, oof. So we got a cup and handle forming on the daily chart. So from April 2021 is when we hit 93. $2.43. Now, was that the... No, that wasn't the highest. So, let's go back to March 2020 real quick. Wow, okay. Alright, so, yep. So, March 2020, right? That's when COVID happened, which the market sold off. Panic fear, pandemic. This caused the dollar to rise, which means inflation. But I mean deflation. And with this action, this means that you were able to buy more goods for less money. But then with all the printing that we have done, or the Fed has done, that has drove inflation and price of goods higher, decreasing the purchasing power of the dollar. But because this took some time, free money has been handed out, consumers have been flush with cash. So now with talks of tapering in the market, the infrastructure bill, the budget coming alive, we could, if we break out of this 93, the high 93 levels, definitely next level would be 94 area. We'll see if we get there today. I don't think so. But then again, I'm not an expert, so I could definitely be wrong with what happens. So as we wrap it up here, now we got futures all in the red. US 10 year is up and the VIX is at $18. So real quick, because the VIX and the S&P have a correlation during this time. So the seasonality trends kicking in, and whenever stocks start to go down in the summer times around this time, that is when the VIX starts to make a move upwards. But it's really only until about Q4, and then stocks either push higher or obviously a catastrophe could happen, but that's just signaling consumers' holiday season. People are going to spend more money because of spending on gifts and everything. So VIX, we got support around 19 levels. We could hit that possibly today, depending on the volatility. And yeah, just going to be looking out for the Fed's minutes today, and if anything is mentioned about inflation. So have a great day and have a green day.